So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Got it. You got tape.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
What? 51. You ain't going nowhere. Watch twist.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Garoppolo now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's a give to Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Flag 90, 36 power. I can't believe we let you play.
Throwing now is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
380. 51. Good job right there. I'm coming for the son. 53.
Here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Bring it. 380. Check 24. Check 24. Back. Whip. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Wilson to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Bosa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Myers able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long.